Good morning, it's Monday, August 27 and it's start the week.
I'm trying to burn some bacon. Trying to burn some bacon for me.
We're about 10 kilometres outside a place called Innamincka, and we are driving slowly because we think we've done another bush. I think we're getting that knocking sound again. Well, we've limped the last 5 kilometres to the Innamincka trading post and Innamincka hotel. We've just driven away from Innamincka down there, and we were going to jack the car up on the tarmac there, but we've been invited into this shed, which is the water treatment plant for Innamincka. Well, this would appear to be one problem. The gearbox bush that was solid rubber is now no longer solid rubber. We now also have a problem because we can't open the side door. The side door is now jammed, locked. So we've seen what the problem is, and what's the plan?
I think the plan is to stick to the black tar and give the corrugations away. I think it's just sick and tired of corrugated roads.
I think you could be right. I think the Daleka's telling us something. So we're now going to head out back into Queensland on the bitumen and all the way to Pelican Waters.
We're going to have a shower first, or what?
Oh yeah, we'll have a shower first. Yeah.
Shower first at the $2 for 3-minute shower.
We've changed our mind and we're now going to Birdsville.
Yeah. And then when you have the noises, we don't worry about the other one.
Yeah. We've taken the view that because there's so many rattles in this vehicle, we can't hear the rattling of the gearbox mounts, so we won't bother. We'll go to Birdsville. We are camped tonight by Cooper Creek, and Cooper Creek is renowned for one particular tree, and it's called the Dig Tree. And this is the Dig Tree, and what makes it special is that carved into its trunk is the face of one Burke. He was a late 18th century explorer, and this tree has somewhat tragic significance. In 1860, Robert Burke and William Wills, 2 explorers, took up the challenge to find the north-south route from Melbourne to the north of Australia. He led a team, and here at Cooper's Creek he divided the team into 2 parties. One party continued north, including Burke and Wills, and the other part of the party were left here to keep supplies for the return journey. William Bray was left in charge here at Cooper's Creek of the supply depot, and he was instructed to wait here 3 months, possibly 4, for the return of Burke and Wills. Well, Burke and Wills eventually made it to the far north and then returned to Cooper's Creek. However, it had taken them a long time, and by the time they reached here, Bray had already decided that they weren't going to return and had left. He had left approximately 8 hours before Burke and Wills came back to this depot. Bray had dug a hole and left supplies and a note, and Burke and Wills found the note and found the supply, but then they decided that they couldn't catch up with Bray, who they thought had left far earlier, and decided to head west, and this was their fatal error. Heading west, they were unable to find water, and so they were forced back to Cooper's Creek. Not having any more supplies, they lived on Aboriginal food but unfortunately they died of the toxins because they didn't know how to extract the toxins from the natural food supply here at Cooper's Creek, and ultimately they perished. And the carving is done by another explorer, a guy called King, who carved the likeness of Burke into the tree. Well, that in a nutshell is the story of Burke and Wills, along with 100 or so flies. I'm sure there are details that I've missed, and I apologise to anyone that's watching this who knows a more accurate account of the story. So in good Australian tradition, we have another pair of explorers heading north, and this time it's Reed and Wells heading north to Birdsville with a dodgy Delica. But in contrast to Burke and Wills, we have plenty of supplies. Cheers.
Cheers.